technical problems before. I hope it's all working well. It's all working well now. And so we've already covered how it all works, the RFID. So there's a reader that communicates with the tag through the antenna, but what we haven't said yet is that it all can be done in the form of a handheld mobile device. So it could be one device, like in case of this MC33 or it could be two devices connected together. So this is actually the model I'm going to use for our next demo. This is an RFID sled. RFID sled is what we call this, well, basically a sled that has an integrated antenna. And this is then connected to a mobile computer. Like in this case, it's our PC23 mobile computer. It could be also your smartphone. It can be done physically, like in this case, so that the two devices can become one. It could be also just via Bluetooth. And we are here now in our fashion retail section of the lab. And as you can see, we have here over 100 pieces of clothes, all of which have an RFID tag. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to do an inventory take using RFID. So I'll just pull the trigger. So I hope it will be visible. It will be visible here. As you can see, we spent 7 seconds doing the scans, and we've read 1,300 tags, I should rather say we performed 1,300 reads, 149 tags of which were unique tags. So as I told you, we have over 100 tags here, so we've read them all. And in fact, each tag has been read multiple times during these 7 seconds. In fact, around 10 times each tag. So I think this can really give you an idea how much faster RFID is than barcodes or any other tracking solutions. So here we are in the retail section. So you can see how it works in the store. It's a very common use case to use it for inventory in shops, but it doesn't have to be a shop. It could be a hotel. You can use it, for example, for tracking linen or laundry. I think we have these special tags for that can be washed. So it's quite common to use RFID for tracking laundry. You could track, for example, laundry, how they move from a hotel to the laundry place and back. It could be a museum. So we have actually an interesting example from Poland that we've recently turned into a success story. They have a really beautiful museum where they use this model, RFID40, just with the TC20 mobile computer, and they use it for tracking their fixed assets. So this includes also objects like projectors and tripods, monitors that are hanging under the ceiling. So previously, before implementing RFID, they had to close the museum for the visitors every month or two in order to spend the whole day doing the inventory. And they had to also use ladders. They had to climb up the ladders to scan the projectors I mentioned. Now, with RFID, someone from the staff just has to pass doing the reads, waving the reader a little bit around. With visitors around, not a problem. And within just a couple of minutes, they can scan everything that's in the room. So it's not only easier, they also get, this way they also avoid human error because it's not that easy for something to be omitted. It's also real-time visibility. So, if you scan what you had 1 month, and then 2 months later you scan again. Even if you notice something has gone missing, you don't know when. With RFID, they can just spend a few minutes every day scanning everything in their venue. So this is one example. Another one, this is quite a recent one. The Legends. It's a company that manages events and in venue retail operations. So they are using RFID for improving the merchandising operations in a shop in a Real Madrid stadium in Madrid. So they especially had a problem with the fact that it's a shop for fans inside the stadium. So you can imagine they don't have that much storage space. So they needed this real-time visibility and automated replenishment. So as soon as they run low with any of the models or sizes, the order is automatically made and the products are delivered. They also emphasize that it's a kind of a special kind of retail they work in, because the customers are fans. They only come once to see the stadium. They don't have time to spend. They want to have fun in the museum stadium, right? So they don't have time to waste looking for their jersey. So there's really just this short time opportunity to make a sale, and they are fans. They are passionate people. So you really want to make them happy. You don't want to disappoint them. Okay, so I guess this would be it regarding the case studies. I wanted to show you. I've shown you before the RFID Sled. We kind of agreed that while here I'll be talking mainly about retail and hospitality use cases, but of course it doesn't mean that you cannot use handheld readers for manufacturing or logistics. So, for example, we have this very rugged sled. You can see, as Gabby mentioned before, the green colors. It can withstand the toughest conditions. There is also this MC33. It's a bit tougher with a physical keyboard. So this can also be successfully used in a warehouse or a manufacturing plant. We also have just released a new product that's so new that we don't actually have it here yet, but you can see it on the screen. I'm not sure, Sophie, if you could show the screen here. So this is the PC22R. If you are familiar with our PC20 mobile computer, that's a very popular solution for barcodes, this is basically a PC22 with an antenna. So this will be perfect for retail and hospitality, but also for lighter manufacturing or warehouse.
I may also say a couple of things in terms of the handheld devices. We offer software. So for those of you that already have the devices, you are thinking to an upgrade to a better version, you should also consider Zebra Cloud Sync, which is our next generation of communication, specifically for retail and healthcare. So some of the benefits implementing the software with our hardware is forums, chats, to-do list, voice calling. We have a bundle of benefits using the software, which you can embed it into the hardware, which we are discussing now, including PC22R. This is for your staff predominantly. And something also interesting I want to tell you, it's in regards to another AI agent that we are now implementing on the market, only for 2025 in retail. So next year it will be predominantly in most of our markets. It's called Zebra Companion. With Zebra Companion, it's something like, it's going to be like ChatGPT, but it's going to be specifically to focus on tasks for your employees. So, for example, your employees doesn't know how to install a cartridge, and they will write this in the chat, and Zebra Companion will be helping your employees or your, let's say, your hospitality staff or the retail staff. They don't know how to organize the shelves. There are certain ways, certain procedures. With that, with the new AI tool that we are now actually establishing in retail, but will be established in multiple verticals, the tool will be able to tell you precisely how everything is to be organized. So it will help you. It will help you. That's why you need to consider our hardware and our software products and services. Maybe on to you.
Thank you, David. So before we move on to our healthcare section, I also wanted to show you our other line of products. So we've covered the handheld readers with a long range RFID, but there are also these few products. It's not all of them, but I wanted to show you just these two. So these are mobile computers with inbuilt RFID, and this is the UHF RFID. So it's able to read the same tags that we've been using throughout this webinar. Is there any question or? Okay. So as you can see, these products, they have a RFID reader, but there's no antenna sticking out, right? So you saw before these devices with this big antenna. Here, there's nothing. The RFID module is actually built into the device, so you can see a tiny bump here, and that's it. So you can guess that this means that the range is not so long. But so, you're not going to do a very successful inventory take with this type of device. But this is not a problem because this is for a different type of use cases. So imagine, for example, in retail, you just need a device that you can use for micro finding of items. So let's say in a pile of clothes, you're looking for the right size or color. In hospitality, you can use it for scanning tickets for entry. You can use it for, of course, by the way, in retail, this also has payment options. So you can use it as a mobile POS for line busting, in hospitality for payments using RFID wristbands, for lead generation for scanning the wristbands. In hotels and airports for luggage tracking. Okay, so we don't have that much time anymore, so I just very quickly wanted to show you, actually there's still a lot that I wanted to cover. So there's the FXP20 Reader. It's a fixed reader, but it's here because it's for retail, so you might know it from Decathlon, for example. So the idea is instead of scanning products one by one with a scanner, customer can put the basket on the table or the box, and it's all scanned automatically. Now stores that use this solution also use, some of them are looking into the EM35 for double checking if everything has been scanned correctly. Okay, and one last thing, just to let you know, RFID for quick service restaurants and for hospitality. So RFID can help you get products to the kitchen in time. It can ensure that everything is, the products are used while they're still fresh. Any issues during the supply chain are spotted before they make a problem. It can also be integrated with other supporting solutions like temperature sensors, holistic view of the logistic operations. In Europe, it's quite popular now to, there's quite a strong focus on sustainability solutions, and there's this growing trend of using reusable cutlery or reusable cups for coffee, tea, so instead of disposable paper cups. And we've had some interesting cases where RFID have been used to track these items, or reusable cutlery or cups, in order to make sure that they are returned by the customer, they are washed and prepared to be reused. Okay, there's a lot more that I could say, but we don't have that much time, so I'm going to hand over to Gabby now to tell you a little bit more about RFID Inventory.
Thank you, Amy.